Disclaimer! I'm going to talk about a couple of sensitive subjects throughout this video. Themes such as sexual assault, suicide, and the Florida massacre that occurred on the 14th. If these topics are a bit too heavy for you, or that you don't want to hear about them, I apologize deeply, and secondly, don't watch this video. Hello everybody, it's me again, another commentary track. This one's a bit late in my opinion because, this one is just like, I fucking love working on this one, and if you've been keeping track on, like, the order, actually no, I'm not sure if I mentioned the order, but fuck it. Yeah, today we're just gonna more like, we're gonna commentate over Maqubi's route. Now, out of all the routes that I've made, Maqubi's was one of my favorites. In fact, I was planning to originally release this record and release this video on Valentine's Day. And I had like 2 jokes that I had planned. And it's just like, it's Valentine's Day, and what better way to it was just like, it's Valentine's Day, and what better way to celebrate it than by just going through Maqubi's route. And then the day after that, I had a joke, it would be like dumplings route. It would be like, it's the day after Valentine's Day, and who better to play is... fuck. My own body didn't want me to finish that joke. Ugh. Sorry about that. But yeah. The joke was, it's the day after Valentine's Day, and what better way to play Sloppy Seconds than by playing through Dumplings route. So yeah. The thing about Maqubi. She was honestly the most absolute fun to work with. Oh, there's me just saying, oh, she might be 10 or like 12. I guess. I mean, I guess she's in her teens. But like, I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. But yeah, think about Maqubi. She's kind of a blank slate. She's not super blank as if it's not like there's absolutely nothing about her. She has like some character traits. Like, she doesn't like Ethan, and she likes Scott, and she hates her dad, and she might be a cyborg. And there she is. Right here. So I decided to just like play around with her. Just like see what stuck. Like my first idea for like Maqubi's route was like more or less the same. Only it was more like a Terminator style hunting. You know, a Maqubi from a completely different timeline / universe will come and like hunt this Maqubi down by like doing a bunch of shit, and that's just it. Keep in mind, I've never seen Terminator before, so take that as you will. But then I thought, you know what? No, I don't want a hunting. That sounds kind of stupid. But I did want the instance of like time travel to be involved, because like for reasons I'll explain later. But first we're just gonna like intentionally end the game here, because like there's something I want to show off that I want to be like a part of a plot. Well, quote unquote plot. And just like another thing I want to say again, this could be oh fuck. Yeah, okay. Now we're good. Test other but yeah, even though it could be reminiscent of it, like, a bit. yeah, even though it's reminiscent of it, this kind of is like a Doki Doki Literature Club in a way, like not like the fucking well, God, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a fucking idiot game journalist. But like, it has some elements that are reminiscent of it, kind of like messing with code and like altering the game for a bit. And like, that's just it. And then I just talk about like how shit, like just talk about, hey, you're gonna die at this point, and you don't die. And it's just, oh, and Maqubi's Pokemon are back, even though I did not implement them in the slightest. So yeah, it's just like, kind of like game messing with game developer. Yeah, fuck. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this part. But yeah, I'll keep going. I'll continue like talking about something, about a few things, specifically her team and her hobbies. And now we just flash forward because Alright, yeah, here we go. Now it's gonna start, I guess. Well, in a few clicks. And look, there he is. Look, it's Cotton Jim. He's flamboyant as fuck. That's how I just pictured him. Like, yeah, he's kind of a dancer. He's a bit dramatic. A bit yeah, I already said flamboyant. Just like, kind of like a ballroom dancer, but like, instead of ballroom dancing, he just like fucking, no, I don't know what's I don't know what's the perfect like set of words to describe him other than just flamboyant. He's a dancer for sure. He wants to be stylish. He wants to be dramatic, kind of like an actor. But like, instead of acting, he just dragon dances. Oh, and also, the difference between Little Root. This is supposed to be Little Root, but I don't have Little Root from the anime because it's just another port town. And no one would be able to tell the difference. So I said, okay, you know what? I want a little village town. And yeah, that's about it. And look, it's her house. It looks very, very nice. God, she's cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Rune did a good job. Like, just making all these characters look amazing. QB looks cute. She's out for the day. What do you think she's doing right now? Shopping or arguing with my dad in another town not too far from here about their marriage. Yeah, that's just it. Imagine if you were married and your spouse was just like, oh, I'm gonna spend my entire life in this job and not see my and only see my family sometimes. Oh, hey, look, she's holding a beer bottle. Yeah, we most of us already know that Maqubi is tend towards mom, so like just establish the fact that she's an alcoholic, kind of. And yeah, look who it is. Well, we can't look because she's in front of him, but it's Ethan or Brendan or whatever you want to call him. It's Brendan, but that's okay. Like sometimes, like a few times while I was like working through this route and just like reading through it, I kind of thought like what would I do? Like maybe I should add Scott in here. it just like, and then I thought, what can I do with Scott? Not interested in dating you. Yeah, here it is. What can I do with Scott? And like, one of the things I thought was just like, you meet Scott, but you meet Scott and Maqubi's just like super flustered and just like, and like she doesn't want to talk to him, not because she doesn't like him or that she's just nervous. She's just, but like for a reason, but like she's super ashamed of herself that a guy like Scott felt kind of, and a girl like Maqubi just to quote unquote together. But I'm not sure whether or not that would work. I mean, it could work, but I'm not very sure. But yeah, and she's angry with Brendan. I mean, Ethan, or fucking whatever. I didn't fuck up. I didn't make a mistake. Well, I did make mistakes. Like, as you've seen in these other commentary tracks, I've made plenty of mistakes, and but like name mentioning, you get it. You guys get it. And yeah, we're just gonna skip through these because I want to talk about the Pokemon. And hey, you can see like Japan and Brazilian flags. Because fuck it, I guess. Why is Maqubi's room very girlish? I don't know. I mean, her dad's kind of a, like, I thought of her dad's like kind of a sexist prick. That's like, yeah, he legitimately believes the man should be out working while the woman stays at home. Meanwhile, and Maqubi's just like, fuck you, dad. And look, it's them! This screen feels somewhat crowded. Just skip through that super long. There's supposed to be Grandpa talking, then my ex, then Skids. I'm gonna talk about them later on, but like, I just still can't get over these designs. They're so fucking good. Well, except for Shuriken over here, but we'll talk about him later. I'm not saying that Shuriken's design isn't good. I'm just saying that he's a bit of a special boy. He's a bit of a special mon. Brought me here after she discovered that I don't have a place to live. Not so different from us. I genuinely don't know what I was implying with this statement. So with Brendan, yeah, I want like the player to be like, well, the player's character to be like just as confused. There they go. So let's talk with Skids. He's on a surfboard, doing tricks on the floor. Think about, if you don't get it yet, think about that for 2 seconds. A beast is standing on a surfboard doing sick flips. Skids, I fucking love his shades because I just imagine him like having these like communist style sunglasses. I didn't know about the bandages. I did not know he had bandages though. I mean, I haven't seen Gurren Lagann, but I just like know of it. But I just fucking love how cool he looks. It's so good. I love his fucking trench coat. I love his smirk. I love his expressions. It's so fucking good. He's a real cool dude. And that's what I just base Skids off of. Just a real cool dude. Not like Hogs, who's like cool, but he's a prick. This guy is just a cool dude. Like, he's the type of guy who would skateboard his way to school, and like people wouldn't get annoyed at that. Yeah, I just like imagine like as a starter Pokemon, Skids was apparently so handsome that like in the first few episodes of like the Emerald Nuzlocke, he just like attracted a bunch of like female Pokemon. Like that was the grand majority, and it's just like, huh, okay. I mean, at first I initially thought like, with all these rap names, I thought Maqubi would be the original founder of Team Skull. It's just like, and now I'm looking back at it, that sounds kind of stupid. Oh yeah, also, I super imagined that like after just like after like Ethan calls Maqubi weak and just fucking leaves, the next time she sees him, she just like fucking knees him in the dick. It's like something super aggressive. He's like, fuck, and just like, fucking call me weak again, motherfucker. And just like fucking slaughtered her Pokemon, his Pokemon. I mean, something to that extent. Hey, look, it's my ex, except not like Swallet form. This hair is actually based off of the hairstyle, my ex hairstyle for Myrrh at Mystic Mod on Twitter, another TFS fan artist. She very much drew my ex in like this hairstyle, so yeah, it's just like, yeah. I genuinely don't have a design preference for like how my ex looks as like a humanoid. Like I do imagine the hair, but like I don't really have a design preference over what the rest of her looks like. Like yeah, the whiskers should be there, the lips should be there, the eyes should be there. But like the pattern should be there, the color should also be there. And yeah, that's just it. That's all I have to say about my ex. It's just Maqubi named me after her real ex. Both fat, eat a lot, and swallow a lot. And then she looks like this. I imagine like Maqubi's ex, who's is like also from Olivine City. Like, I was also planning like kind of like a game that just explains like more about Maqubi, like what was her life like in Olivine, what was her life like after the wipe, what was her life like after Tantor, kind of. Oh wait, we've already been through here. And that's just, it's just like, for a fucking moment, like, for a moment, I thought, like, hey, maybe her ex could be, like, a young, fucking Olivia. I'm not sure whether or not it was, I think it was Jasmine? Hold on. Forgive me for, like, wasting time. Yeah, it was Jasmine. It was totally Jasmine. Like, the super young Jasmine, and, like, in the current present where, like, Tantor's, like, searching for the identity of his mother. She's just, like, super old, but she looks really young due to, like, skin cream or something. Oh, hey, look. It's Ethan, Norman, fat people. Probably because... And, like, the reason why Maqubi calls her fat was just, like a fucking childish insult. Oh, hey, Steven. That name sounds familiar. I'm sure it won't come up later in the plot. Also, I'm sorry if you hear that Velcro noise. I was just toying around with something. Yeah. Like, Maqubi was in a relationship with young Olivia, and then when Maqubi had to move, she suggested the idea of just like long distance relationship. And Olivia said, I don't think that could work. And Maqubi said, go fuck yourself, you fat whore, or something to that extent. She seems like the type of person who just gets severely angry. Like, yeah, I imagine Maqubi is just like, she is like a nice girl and all, but she like cusses at a sailor. She has a mouth of a sailor, and just like If you could imagine those, like, fuck, those awful translations with all those swears, like, those awful Dragon Ball translations where they just say fuck a whole bunch, is just like, if you have that, that's basically Maqubi. Yeah, and here it is, unstoppable cloud ball of flamboyant fury. At the time, I wrote this line, well, around the time I wrote this line, I kind of watched, I finished the first season, well, we're not sure if it's the first and possibly the only season, but it's just like, the first season of Neo Yokio, you know, the Jaden Smith anime. And like I was all and just like they had a super memorable line that's just and the fucking line of just like you don't deserve this big Toblerone. Like that fucking line is absolutely ridiculous and incredibly memorable. And I saw this tweet of just like saying, "Oh man, if I ever get to write something, I want a line of mine to be just as memorable as you don't deserve this big Toblerone." And I thought, yeah, I agree. I want to write a line in this game that's just as memorable as you don't deserve this big fucking you don't deserve this big Toblerone. I have nothing to say about Cotton Gin because that's just it. Grandpa, as Maqubi will explain later in the game, I imagine Grandpa was the one who gave Maqubi the fedora. You know, her green fedora. Not like the one with the eye and the feather because that was just added later. But just like, that fedora was his and Maqubi really liked her grandpa. And just like, hey. And just like, here kid, here's my fedora. And then he died and Maqubi was sad. Speaking of some things dying and Maqubi being sad, well, later on, just unique about her, right here. Oh wait, no, not here, because I forgot it's in the next line. Right here. Like, I want Maqubi to or like before this adventure, I kind of imagined her having like a pet, like, and since she lived in like Olivine City, I could imagine, oh, she probably had like a pet Magikarp, and then it fucking died, and she was so sad. Probably like foreshadowing of events to come. Like everything she touches dies. And here he is. Ken Shuri. Shuri Ken. What do you mean, Shuri? I generally have nothing interesting to say about Ken. Like, they have no personality other than being the quiet one. And the guy having the Pokemon with the weird face. Speaking of weird face. Hey, look! Does this face look familiar to you? Because it should, because for those of you that are SpongeBob SquarePants fans, you should recognize this face. Yeah, I told the artist just like, when like doing like Ken's faces, I just told him, go fucking nuts. And they delivered with, not one, but four, four different Patrick Star faces. There's the regular one, which you just saw. There's him looking quite smug. There's the Pinhead face. And then there's one similar to that, but it's just Patrick smiling like a baby. And yeah, that's basically it. Faces are also randomized, like per playthrough. So, or if you don't want to go each playthrough randomized, you could just look at the images. Let's look out the window. How's it going? Wow, she beat the shit out of Ethan. Lying on a patch of wet grass, probably because he pissed in it. Stop, moment. Like, yeah, just fucking beats the shit out. Fucking beating the shit out of Ethan. What's around Maqubi's room? We got a GameCube, we got a family photo, and we got a desk. What's up with the GameCube? There's Pokemon, and Melee. I think the reason why I added Melee was because, like, hey, like, her parents thought, oh, hey, she needs to get used to this, like, new body, and apparently this game's super fast-paced. Maybe it'll help with Maqubi's reaction time. And why did I say new body? Well, you'll find out. Hey, look! It's them! Maqubi looks adorable as a child, and her mom looks very plain, and her dad looks like a piece of shit human being. Yeah, he looks formal, but he's a piece of shit. I fucking love this image so much. What's up with the desk? We got the Pokenav. Look over the papers. We got some notes. What do these mean? Why is there split? Why is there time? Why is everything in chicken scratch? Time travel, I guess. And that's basically it around her room. I added like a bunch of details just to like fill in the gaps. Well, not fill in the gaps, but like make her a bit more colorful, like a bit more like a bit more fleshed out. Back. And toss away the bottle. Goodbye. Yep. So, yeah, she likes fishing, she likes gambling. Like, she's just chill. She's cool. Not as cool as kids, but she chill. And she's not very expressive. Like, that's how I intentionally wanted her to be. She doesn't smile often, she frowns a lot, she gets angry a lot, but she doesn't smile a lot. And I wanted to keep it intentionally that way. And, what? Oh no, do not be sad. Be here. When day is dark, always remember happy day. Yeah. That's basically all I have so far. The rest of the stuff is just gonna come up later. I got nothing. I'm sorry I have nothing and like have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to talk about yet. And I'm sorry, like I'm just keep rambling and rambling. I apologize for that, but yeah. It's just this. I mean, yeah, she just stares at the outdoor. She just stares at the outdoors and she's completely awake. Because it'll, like, imply something, because she'll talk about something else later on. Ugh, God. So, yeah, just, like, just, I'm sorry, I got nothing, guys. I really don't want to stay quiet for a while, because that kind of like defeats the purpose of a commentary track, which is just like to provide commentary. Yes, I do remember. Actually I don't remember, but whatever. That choice doesn't matter. There's only two choices here that don't matter. Like, well, the rest of the choices are just like dialogue, and that's it. Wow, what a beautiful What a beautiful low-quality beach. It's a nice relaxing time. It's a sunrise, even though it kind of looks like a sunset, but whatever. Everything's relaxing. She's super strong too. Which is why I also said she fucking crushed that doorknob at the beginning of the game like it was made of paper. Why is she this strong? Well, I had an entire backstory. This right here, this entire thing, ask her about her superhuman strength. That is just my general thought of, hey, why is Maqubi a cyborg? Yeah, she's human, but why is she? But why is she part robot? Hollow City. And I just imagine Maqubi broke all of her fucking bones and was paralyzed and said, "Oh no, I need to live, please. I need to live a life, not stuck in a wheelchair and not doing anything." And and then they just said, "Hey, we could give you a robot skeleton," even though the technology at the time was a bit primitive. But hey, she survived, and she's okay. In fact, she's better than okay. She's upgraded. Yeah, that's just I didn't want her to just be a fucking mail order cyborg who was adopted, because that just sounds kind of boring. And just says, "Oh, I'm a cyborg. I don't have memory of the past." Yeah, it could be interesting in a sense. And maybe she just has flashes of she just remembers 3 bits and pieces of her past life before she was a cyborg, but that's it. Oh wow, she got taller and she got shorter. That was not a foot. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a foot, but whatever. Some more cool stuff I can do. And yeah, just explaining all the kinks and powers that she got after being a cybernetic robot. So yeah, had it not been for that surgery, I wouldn't even be here right now. Just to show how lucky some of us are, huh? What do you think about Ethan and Brendan? Oh, she's super angry. She's puffing. She's pouting. She really doesn't like him. Yeah, here she begins just slowly descending into a curse like a sailor. One time you fucking called me weak right in front of my damn face. Unlike you, Maqubi. That I have no idea why that line was in the original game. I'm not sure whether it was or wasn't in the original game, because I've never played the Gen 3 games other than 1/64th of Omega Ruby. Need the motherfucker straighten his dick next time I saw him. Just I imagine Maqubi when she has her eyes glowing and just super furious. It's kind of like a reverb voice. I don't know. That reverb sounds stupid. Also, her hair is sharp whenever she's super angry. I don't know why. Then there's Wally. She doesn't really care about him, other than just I can tolerate him, but I don't want to get sick. And then there was the fucking there was the black glasses guy. Yep, here she is. I want to talk about something. I really want to talk about something really quick. This is equivalent to sexual assault. Yeah, it's in right now it's in poor taste, but I didn't want to add this just for shock value alone. I didn't want this to just be a one and done kind of thing. I want it to be some sort of character trait. She doesn't trust guys as much. But the last one of the people that does this sort of shit a lot, that just adds sexual assault scenes for no good reason, Oh wait, we're other. That's why she didn't ask the question, because if you're a guy, she'll say, "Hey, promise me that you're not like one of them." Yeah, the reason why I like this this scene worries me a little is just like I don't want to end up like a shitty writer that just adds sexual assault scenes or anything similar to that just for shock value. I want like like and just I want it to be like the character thing, like it actually affects the character in some way. I don't want to be like a hack piece of shit writer like David Cage, who does that sort of shit. Well, who doesn't do that sort? Who doesn't do like important scenes, like important life-altering scenes, or like life-changing events, or like anything that's very dangerous to them, and they just forget it in an instant, like in the literal next scene, kind of like with Madison Page in Heavy Rain, or fucking Ellen Page in Beyond Two Souls, where she nearly sucks a guy's, where Ellen Page, who is homeless, nearly sucks a guy's dick for money. And that scene is never brought up again. She's not affected by it. It's just something optional that you could watch. And it's kind of fucking dumb. I don't want that. But let's get away from the depressing side, and let's get away from like the developer's depressing side and talk about Maqubi's depressing side. Grandpa, she's dead. Yeah, he's the one who gave this fedora. He gave this fedora back when Maqubi was like 10. And then there's Forever Grandma. She doesn't know much about her. In fact, she doesn't know much about her family. Not much about her, not even her name. All I know is that she was a Pokemon trainer from a place called Tandor. If you watch the Pokemon Uranium stream, like the Pokemon Uranium Nuzlocke stream, you know, that very short-lived Nuzlocke, that name might seem familiar to you. It's the name of the region. So yeah, Maqubi's mom is Kill-chan. And her dad is the biggest piece of shit she's ever seen. Again, she doesn't know much about her, but like all that she knows about them is just like what happens now, and that just. I imagine like in the past, Maqubi's dad was just like kind of cold, unfeeling. It's just like, hey Maqubi, your pet died. Hey Maqubi, your pet died. Well, you should have taken better care of it. Train it so that it can become stronger, so that someone else could use it, not you. Also, he treats her daughter like shit. Like, gee, hi dad, how have you been doing? Oh, me? I'm glad you asked. I got put in the back of the truck. Mom is back home unpacking and wanting to see you again, but you never come to visit. I became a Pokemon trainer despite you telling me that I can't because I'm a woman. And as soon as we finally meet, after that long trip, all you'd fucking do is say, oh look, it's my waste of space, that is my daughter, leave me alone and come back when you're actually able to put up a fucking fight. I wanted like her to like, yeah, that entire monologue just kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, that's a piece of shit. What can I say? Accessories, what's up with them? Oh, they're memoirs of your dead friends. Oh, yeah, this is a kind of neat character trait I also wanted to add. Like, it's not enough for, like, Dude Burb. Like, she has to do with everyone. Scrunch, Audie, what was that whale lord called? There was Bobo, Kennerith, the game. I still don't remember what the Whalmer was called. Yeah, I blanked out for that moment. All I remember was that the Whalmer, like, had to forget everything. They had to like fucking sand its brain or something. Just sand the brain of this fucking whale's corpse, and then she could just release it. I more or less moved on from that, mostly. And hey, look, it's a tattoo. I also... But wait, how did she have a tattoo? How did she have a tattoo with the names Alloy and Bigglefoot? But they're the names of Maqubi's Pokemon. How did she get this tattoo if they were supposed... How did she get their tattoo if her team is alive in the first place? Maybe she just added it in because while she was alive, after like a couple days, like a few days after the after winning the championship, and said, you know what, I like you guys. I'm dedicating a part of my body to you. Not literally, but like in the artistic kind of sense, as in a tattoo. That tattoo was also inspired by a piece of fan art. In fact, a lot of these things are inspired by fan art. Like Putin being a fucking otaku. Like, yeah, she's a bit of a nerd. That was also inspired by fan art. Then there's yeah, that's all I have. That was mostly fan art inspired. I don't have anything else. Oh look, it's a Sharpedo. Oh fuck, we're gonna die. Hey, remember what I said in the beginning? Skid says fucking nope and punches that shit. Why did I mention a martial arts man? Well, if you haven't played Emerald or seen the Nuzlocke playthrough, there's martial arts guys. That's it for this world. Like, again, there was supposed to be, like, a Terminator style here, hunting originally, but, like, again, I don't know how Terminator fucking works, so I just, like, okay, she has time powers. I will admit she has time powers, and sorry for spoiling it here in the commentary track, but if you clicked on this video, well, you probably know already. And if you didn't, sorry for spoiling it for you. And she's angry. In fact, she's more annoyed. Then she'll be angry because, like, just say thank you, please. Oh no, do not be sad. I am Ivan. Yeah, this is... Oh, shit, sorry. Happened to me too many times now. Rather have someone else die than someone super important. No, it's fine. Next up, let's head to the spa. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, that was my phone. Since we're, since we are the other option, like, we could just, like, explore these two routes. I'm going to explore every single one of them, because, like, while the characters, like, have similar stories, they just, like, have different perspective on things. And, like, kind of different events happen. Good stuff about them. Because she was in a spa. Because she was in a hot spring. And I obviously had to include the hot spring. And another interesting character pops up. Just like, oh, she's going in the hot spring. But no fucking way, lewd artist. She'll be drawn with clothes. But nope, she's wearing clothes in the hot spring. And I thought, I could flip that upside its head. I could make that an interesting character trait. Yeah, let's go in. Why doesn't Ken Shuri join? Well, they're starfish, and, like, heat really hurts them. At least that's what I mean, I think that's what happens. I'm not sure. Maqubi hasn't even changed her outfit. Why doesn't she change her outfit? Well, I just thought of just like one simple, just like comedic, quote unquote comedic thing. It's just like, it's more just like, I don't know. It's like what you'd hear from your girlfriend, just like, hey, does this swimsuit make my body look fat? Yeah, it's just that. Self-conscious about body. It's like, yeah, I could make that a yeah, that should be your character trait. Is that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm, just like, I was saving this for, like, the final thoughts video that I'm planning to do, but, like, I'm probably not gonna do, like, the final thoughts video, like, the final thoughts commentary track. I'm just gonna say, I'd be super fucking down for voice acting. Like, if you're watching this video and want to participate in some voice acting for one of the some characters, message me on Twitter and just, like, do, like, an audition sort of thing, and I'd be super fucking down to, like, add voice acting. Like, I'd be really down I'd be super excited for that. But yeah, she was embarrassed. Look at my ex. Side-by-side comparison. Look at her figure. Look at her cute curves. Look at her beauty. Maqubi admits that she's bi. Or maybe polyamorous. I don't know. She's probably bi. I mean, that's what I think. And look at me. What do I have? I mean, you're slender. You got a long face. You're cute. You look perfectly fine. Oh no, she's blushing. Originally there wasn't no embarrassed sprite, and right here it was supposed to be like Maqubi smiles for the first time. Let's just go inside already. I need to forget that you tried to hit on me. Blended good swimwear. Somewhat lucky. There's swimsuit lying around, and where do we go? Because, like, you still have the option to just, like, before you have the option to just, like, go into which hospital you want to go in, you have the option to just, like, not join. And yeah, what's inside? By the way, I don't have any sprites here. It's just this, and it looks steamy. And this is probably the nicest looking image I have in all this. I'm not sure what other nice image I have. Certainly is the stuff. Yeah, just like super calm. And of course, with the hot springs, there has to be a sort of gag moment, like, oh, guys are perving on girls. Or it's just like it's just like an anime padding for filler, or just like trying to find ways of doing character development, I guess. Yeah, it's just. Oh, and then they're just talking about the time that the time they first went into these hot springs. The game, rest in peace, Gerds, happily retired, probably dead. Melvin 2's probably dead also. Melvin 2's and Ivan Ooze. I don't know. I have no thoughts. It's just, we're bored out of my minds. And just like, oh, let's just perv on the girls, looking through the holes in the fence, which this industry should probably fix, because it could cause some troubles. I mean, probably they've had there's been probably many complaints about the holes, and then they just do nothing. Probably because it's bad for business. And bam! Yeah. There were way more girls on our team. Shit. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I misclicked out the window. And this is just like a dumb thing this is just like a dumb thing I thought of that allows Skids, Jim, and maybe even Melvin to just like see clearly. It's just like, hey, we're resistant to fire, and the steam is also part fire, so yeah, we can see clearly now. Of course, Ethan was also there, peeping over the fence to catch the side of Maqubi. Feels like yesterday. Only if you don't get to ride on me, simply watch through the hole. That was another bit inspired by fan art. Again, and yeah, you can peek through one of the holes. What do you do? What happens? In one of the holes. Please surprise. Through the hole. So let's. You guys could get used to just. Yeah, you did it. However, you know his grandpa isn't around. Never see it coming. I don't know the rest of the song, but whatever. Why did I sing that? It's just Persona 5 reference. This fucking ending is just a joke on that Persona 5 reference. Phantom Thieves and Take Your Heart. I don't know why. And yeah. Refuse. And that's it. And yeah, that's it. Hot spring, and then you leave. What about the girls? Rapid fire clicking. Females. Let's go with Maqubi, my ex, and Grandpa. Hey, look, nothing's changed. Only you with girls now. I've felt this calm since I died. Oh, that's such a dumb line. Max then decided to speak up. Hey, remember the last time we were here, also known as the first time? Oh yeah, that. Talk about here. Just reminiscing. It's kind of like the exact same story. And also, Maqubi will just point out, wow, you're really fucking nosy. Stop getting into my life, but whatever, I'll just tell the story. And yeah, she just cut straight through it. Look at the holes. Guys, or vice versa. Just not sexist. And my, well, he's like a somebody, more like a little brother. Yep, it's Melvin. And that's totally fine. I have no idea why she would think that was totally fine. Probably because of, like, teen shenanigans, I guess. That's how Skids fell in love with my ex in the first place. I guess. Those are there peeping at us. Didn't even notice him at the time. Gertz told me about it when we left. So yeah, he's a fucking pervert. That was another reason why I stopped tormenting him, and it's also why I had this joke. His original name was Brendan, which should come as a surprise to you. It didn't. Yeah, like I said, like in another commentary track, I want some elements of comedy to just be there. Even his own dad. Sure how, but I guess with my commanding aura. That was my first time in a hot spring. Yeah, that's basically it. If you're with the guys, you'll see Maqubi and the rest of the girls just out of the hot spring before you guys. But if you're with the girls, it's right different. Look who's back. So Taz, what'd you think of it? It was nice. Oh, look at that. She smiled. Thought you'd like it. It was alright. I can't change your mind about it. Oh no, you've disappointed her. Oh well, it's not like that choice matters in the end. But what happens if we don't decide to join? Usually, more or less the same stuff happens, but... coming in? No. Alright. I'm gonna head inside now, maybe forget you tried to hit on me. I'll see you later. God, I really like that embarrassed sprite. It's just like... I'm just like... She's a bit of a... Nah. Magazine turns... Take a nap on one of the chairs that looks comfortable enough. And she's back. And her gang. We're back. How was it? It was better than I remember it. Should have been there. Why did you stay here? It's complicated. You didn't really feel like it. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay. She's totally understanding. I mean, alright. Would have been nice if you joined, but I can't really change your mind. She's totally understanding. You don't want to force you into things. And now we're at the casino, the Mauville City Casino. This is where I originally thought, hey, this is a big sign of, like, Terminator shit. And, like, speaking of, like, the Terminator thing, like, I also had the idea of just, like, at one point, like, both Maqubis confronting each other, and then the future Maqubi has, like, a fucking gun or something, and she just shoots at the original Maqubi, and then you just, like, you have the choice of either pushing her away, jumping in front of the bullet, or just doing nothing. And then I thought, that sounds fucking stupid. They said they had beat you, rigged piece of scrap metal. And it's just her losing a lot. That's just the gist of this sequence. Oh, come on. Nah. And she slumps over the table. She's shocked and just like, she just falls. This fucking roulette is rigged. I think it's just luck. Yeah, same thing. And she's just like, oh, nope, fuck that, we gotta go right now. And now we get into, like, the part where I just thought, okay, I better not fuck this up. And, again, if you've heard me say it before, I mean, while you were listening to this commentary track, you probably already heard it before. If you already played this game, and watching this commentary track, you already fucking know what it is. And just like, you also take a look at the clock and the calendar beside it. The date reads June 19th. The day after, like, that was supposed to be a moment of just like, hey, remember the day after that? Yeah, that's a super important date because her life's going to be ruined that day. Like, just like the stream was on January 20th. Yeah, it was on the 20th, like, based on like the trailer for the Emerald Gaiden. He's just like, oh no, what do I do? He's just panicking step by step, and then she just, like, eventually comes to a realization that she has to reset this day. Reset this day? Wonder, what do you mean? I mean exactly. What do you mean by resetting the day? I mean exactly what I meant. Say something but hesitates to speak. Whoa, what's wrong with her hand? I'm sorry. Hey, it's a Killer Queen sound effect when Killer Queen, like, detonates a bomb. And is an ordinary explosion, aren't eradicated. And it's literally a time bomb. And then pitch black. And then it's just like, oh fuck, she fucked with the code. And, you know, that's just... it took me quite a while to just like figure out like how I would do like this sort of time travel thing. Like originally I thought like, oh, like originally like I just put it like, oh, like you're just trapped in an eternal loop. But no, it's just like, oh, I want to investigate this game. Like there's a pause and it's just like, okay, here's what's wrong. You need to fix it. I'm gonna send you back to start up a Maqubi's route, fix it, and like if you keep going, it's just an endless fucking loop. But right now it's just like, but then I figured it out. It's just like, hey, I'm going to investigate the code, come back when you're ready, and it immediately kicks you out of the title screen. Again, this is a bit reminiscent of like Doki Doki Literature Club. But I swear I did not steal from Doki Doki. I made this last year. Well, I finished it last year. But like I finished Maqubi's route way earlier than when I like officially published the game. Like I did not, again, back then I did not know Doki Doki Literature Club was a thing. I did not know it was being developed. Yeah, that's it. Just Maqubi. God. Now I'm just like fucking thinking of like, oh god, now that I mentioned DDLC, I'm thinking of like some really stupid shit. Like, just like a fucking TFS cross DDLC. It's just like Fun Sayori and fucking Natsuki is Flanny, who, well, we'll talk about later, and Monika's just Maqubi. Though we don't know who Yuri could be. Probably Dunpei. It sounds fucking stupid. But whatever, that's the point of, like, fan shit like this. Think stupid. Think silly, but not too silly. Now we're just gonna blaze through this route. Because something actually changes. Look, an extra choice. Before you can even answer the question, I did not, like, oh god. I did not, like, intend for, like, the first question to be, like the key to everything. Like, I just improvised at that point. It's just like, okay, I want to do a time travel story. Okay, but she has to also know what's going on. And so it's just like, okay, tell her, oh, there's already a question here. There's already a chance for player input. Boop! You recognize this girl. Your name is Maqubi, you're a Pokemon trainer, and she wears serves and is your deceased friend. Ted, team, and yeah, that's. I was for a moment. I could have added. Oh wait, no, I already did add self-conscious about her body. Very self-conscious of your body. Yeah, I already did add that. And she's super shocked. And she knows. She fucking knows. Here, but I'd say I pretty much nailed this. By the way, if you try to fuck up, like not interrupting her, you'll just end the game at the same. If you don't interrupt her, like you'll just continue through the game as normal until like she resets, and I'll just like chastise you for saying, "What the fuck are you doing? Just fucking fix it, please, please. I've worked my whole life for this. Just please fucking fix it. I'm sorry for being upset, but please fix it." And then like again, if you fuck up here, like you'll say, "Okay, now that you know the true ending, now that you know her intentions." I could try to fix this, but, like, can you try getting the true ending? Yeah, you could feel a bit guilty. Yeah, you could feel a bit guilty for, like, ruining the one chance she has at, like, happiness, which is just, like, to sacrifice herself and everything's really happy for her. But no, you gotta smooch this character, which is kind of selfish. And that's supposed to be the good ending. If you played through the route and thought, maybe that's supposed to be like a conflicting idea. That like an intentionally conflicting idea. Just like, oh, you gotta ruin something for your sake. Like something symbolic like that. I did not intentionally do that, but like I did not intentionally like had that message there. But I guess that's how you look at it. Yeah, it is how you look at it. Call it fate, destiny, or even divine intervention. She doesn't know that she's in a game. She just knows she can reset. Unlike Lakiger, she's she's aware, she thinks you're completely real. Like, she's not as in depth as like self-aware AI, but yeah. All right, I keep forgetting to talk about this. Well, I'm not sure if I remember that I talked about this. No, I think I did. Like, the first time, like, a choice like this appeared where it's just like, there's one option and you have no choice but to click on it. I fucking love that kind of shit. When it builds up correctly and it's just like, this is the only choice you have. You have no other choice. And it's like a super huge, built up, dramatic moment. When that's executed very well, it's executed very. I fucking love it. And hey, look. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to your hand? What happened to you? Why is Scrunch embedded in your arm? And you can see like a bit of like, I think that's a bit of muscle, I believe, like around like the Scrunch piece. You can see like a bit of like burnt muscle. It's like there's like some red on there, probably like blood or something. Like, she is like veining out here, so like that wasn't supposed to be in the game. Like, a lot of these like request extra images of just like family photos and like extra details. That wasn't supposed to be in the game. I delayed it on purpose just for that reason. Because like the artist is just like, hey, for an extra bit of cash, I could add some extra stuff. I could add some extra stuff, and I said, you know what? Fucking deal. I thought it was the greatest trade-off in the world. And yeah, fuck, I forgot to talk about the time travel. Yeah, I believe Maqubi is a time traveler. That's what some other fans think, but like, I truly believe that just like, since like Scrunch wasn't an ordinary electrode or volt, or actually no, it was an electrode. Scrunch was an electrode, and when they exploded, like, they were a special electrode because they were in an underground base, probably because radioactivity or whatever. And then when he exploded in Maqubi, and it just like that Scrunch piece connected with Skeleton, there was like some fucking explosion bullshit going on. I don't know where the time part came from, but I thought, you know what, yes, she can reset timelines. She can peek into the future. She can change fate. But only by so much. That's when I realized I got time powers. It sounds dumb as all hell, but that's how it actually went. You can look ahead into future, other timelines, in moments of intense stretch. You can bite sadasto. Like, one of the testers, like, that were testing out Maqubi, one of the testers while playing through Maqubi's route, when they got to that point, they said, oh, this is just like Higurashi when they cry. And I thought, I've heard of that. I've heard of Higurashi, but I had no idea that they did it like time travel bullshit. Oh yeah, and also whatever happens to her body in the past stays with her. That's why I have this tattoo under my own back, and I had this made before one of the resets. So there's that. What's up with Valway and Bigglefoot? Other friends. And that's it. I didn't have like any personality traits about them because I don't think they were developed. What's up with their intuition? Their quote-unquote intuition. Yeah, by looking into the future. Believe it or not, there were some points in which you died and I had the chance to save you, which explains the first thing I said when you start over Maqubi's route, but not like after she explodes everything, but more like you end the game early and I explain everything to you. Sharpedo ate you while you were at Moss Deep, and someone came in and shot everyone at the mall corner. Who shot up the casino? I don't know, the fucking Pokemon Mafia. I wanted to be serious, but then I realized, who shot up the casino? Oh fuck, actually, now that I think about it. Oh fuck. Now that I think about it, that line is actually in really poor taste. I'm so sorry. Oh fuck, I am so sorry. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm really fucking sorry about that, you guys. Oh, I super didn't mean it. Oh god. Oh, I'm really sorry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good, just don't. Oh my god, I'm really sorry. Oh god. Oh god, I'm really... God. Oh, sweet Jesus, I can't believe I said that. Oh god. Back at Moss Deep, you and that martial artist guy died to that Sharpedo, but since I saved you, I couldn't say that other guy had to die no matter what. So why did you reset? Please answer. 2 days from now would be considered the quote-unquote killing of me. June 20th, boys! Sure, to ground on. That was just the beginning. Then Steven fucking Stone. I wanted this to just like have some sort of impact, even though we all know like she fucking failed. She's just resetting everything. I want this to have some sort of impact. My friends, my family. No, do not cry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't stand it. I had to reset the timeline. But if she's telling this right now, why is she still Tantor's mom? Well, like, again, in my original game, I thought, like, in, like, the game I was playing with, like, that explains more of, like, Maqubi and it's Tantor's quest to, like, find out stuff about his mom. Like, I thought that, like, in the final battle, Steven knew of her, like, time travel bullshit, because he, too, also kind of has them. Because, like, oh, my Metagross fucking died, but, like, his psychic energy gave me powers to manipulate time, but I can control him better to a better extent. I can fucking read futures just like you. I can also change past just like you. But unlike you, I can but I can control it to a better extent. I could read your futures because I have because I have better mastery over my time. This is why I have never lost a match. Yes, granted, I've lost at least one Pokemon, but and then he just like brings back his dead Pokemon from the dead with no sort of consequence. It's just like, but unlike you who has to have someone at least die, I can just like do whatever the fuck I want. No one's gonna beat my Metagross anyways, but I still want to train everyone to be the strongest. And then just like Metagross used Psychic to just like stop Maqubi from resetting the timeline, and Steven just like fucking pulls that scrunch piece out and just like fucking dumps her in front of that volcano Pokemon Center, just like fucking cold, alone, and just like this giant huge gash. Well, not gash, but I mean probably gash. This huge fucking gash in her hand, just really fucking hurts. And yeah, I could finish the game, but I'm not sure whether I want to or not. But if you guys really want to see that, then be my guest. Then if you guys really want it, then I'll just probably make it. This is another thing that wasn't originally in the game. The visions. Originally it was just going to be describing things. And these... oh god, these visions are fucking great. It's like, I want them to have impact. Hey, look, these guys look familiar. Spider-Man doesn't understand what I went through. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, what happened to you? I'm sorry, but, like, if you guys get, like, I don't mean this in, like, the ironic sense, but, like, this is an actual trigger warning. If you have, like, problems, if you were, this, oh, God. I'm probably gonna, like, make something, I'm probably gonna make something that's just like, hey, before you go into this like route deals with like kind of heavy topics. So if you don't like suicide, alcoholism, and the fucking and the Florida shooting that occurred on Valentine's Day. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make that. I thought like that's like I want to like I also want this to like have some emotional value. But I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. What can I do? Sacrifice. What is wrong with you? She cries her back shakes violently. Another randomized death. Oh, cool. We got Skids. Skids. He uses surf and smacks you in the head with a surfboard. That was inspired by like a really old Pokemon Nuzlocke animation, not related to TFS, but it was like I don't remember the name, but like that Nuzlocke had a Slowbro who was like a surfer dude, and he used like a surfboard and would just like smack down on I'm not sure which Pokemon was it, but I remember that scene being very clear in my head. Well, mostly clear. My ex, she tosses like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you uncovered the truth pretty much, didn't get the true ending, just leave her alone now, but God, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe you could try getting the true ending this run. I don't know, maybe I'm just being an ass to this one character, back to the identity thing. Okay, as I was saying before I fucked up royally, my ex, she deeply poisons you and you just melt into a puddle of acid. Ken Shuri, he makes your head explode scanner style. In fact, I even used the scanner's head explosion sound effect. And then, this is another death. Grandpa just like dynamic punches you and then you explode. Then there was Cotton Jim who just dragon dances 3 times and then before you even realize he's already dragon clawed you. And this is another death. She takes the initiative. You asshole. Just like jumps over the table, just like chokes you out, and then just punches you 3 times, and then after the third part, because of her super android, her super cyborg strength, your head just like fucking explodes. And I'll sacrifice myself. That's not how it works. Maybe not this time, but if you go through this at least twice, maybe you can leave it. And she just thought, oh fuck, I could have done that. Me. Eyes well up with tears, and she's just like, oh, thank you so much. Days pass, and like, you make Maqubi happy. Shit. Sorry I had to hear that. That was just like my computer and doing Discord bullshit. Why to see through the end. And it's just like, yeah, it worked. Maqubi's so happy. Captures all the legendary Pokemon. Steven is defeated, and what remains of her team is alive. Mary Scott is a nice, happy, healthy family. It's all cool. But we don't want that. As happy as that ending is, we don't want that. And just like, you gotta move on. and she doesn't want to be alone. Kind of similar to Puddin, but like, honestly, a lot of these characters just don't want to be alone. This is the part of the game where it's just like, what is this game? What is this game's main message? And I want a game to have like some sort of message, but like, yeah, it's just. Actually, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. How to do some quick stuff, but yeah, this is just it. This part's just going to be like 10 seconds long or whatever, probably a minute long, because like I cut it at the worst time, but whatever. Oh look, she's blushing again. Oh no, I love you, Maqubi. I love you. And yeah, that's really it. That's all you generally have to say about Maqubi, other than like this one sprite right here. This was the original, like, blushing sprite. Like, this was supposed to be, like, back at the hot spring. And it's just like, oh, this is where, like, it would be like, oh, this Maqubi's first time that she smiled. Like, she's still crying, but, like, she's happy but she's just happy. Can't believe I got attached to you. And this fucking smile was supposed to be a bonus thing, but it's so cute. And yeah, that's basically it for Maqubi's route. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put like a warning sign just saying, hey, if you're offended by these things, don't watch this video because I'm going to talk about them at the end. I'm sorry, because I'm going to mention them at the end. And yeah, that's just it. I guess I'll just see you guys when I upload the next route. Bye.